Alright guys, we're back at you with another commentary. And this is actually like a little series we're going to be doing because we got to do a lot of commentaries for this Puppet Master franchise.
Yeah, it's a big
How many
series.
is there? 10 or 11? I think there's
I
11.
think, yeah, I think there's 11. There'll be 12, I think, with the new one. I
Yeah.
think.
And I don't count Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys solely because that's not part of Full Moon or anything, and it was kind of a sci-fi channel original.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it that it exists,
Yeah.
and I have no problem like watching it.
Yeah, that's real cheap, that movie.
Oh, definitely,
And
definitely.
it's got
I
Corey
mean,
Feldman in it.
like there you go. That just tells you how cheap it is. Corey Feldman's in it.
Yeah.
They could afford Corey Feldman, no one else.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, but anyways, in the next like
Yeah,
2 weeks, I mean, we're gonna have to bust out commentaries for these.
yeah, definitely.
We're probably gonna have to bust out a Puppet Master commentary probably like every other day.
Yeah, well, I'm up for it.
Yeah, me too. Except next Tuesday, we'll definitely be doing Hereditary.
Oh, definitely.
But
I'm
and
so stoked to see
Sacrifice.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, man, dude. And the Predators we gotta do.
yeah,
Shit, we
yeah.
may be doing commentaries every night, man.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we got a lot to do this month. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna
Yep.
be busting these Puppet Masters out pretty quick. We'll probably do number 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and press play on this.
Okay.
And before we while we press play, we'll make sure all our the opening titles are the same and timed and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So we'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay. Black screen.
Yeah, mine too. Then Full Moon
And
just came up.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Dude, I wish the Blu-ray for this was like a little better.
I know what you mean. I mean, it's one of the,
I just think it's what they had to
you
work
know,
with.
yeah, I don't think it was like really well, I don't want to say well taken care of,
Yeah,
but I think this is one, honestly, even right now, could do with a new master doing. Like
definitely.
it may be like a new 4K scan or something. Because I know, the 35 millimeter prints exist.
Yeah, hasn't this already been remastered? I think we're watching
Yeah, we're watching a remaster right now.
because there was the original Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think this is like this is a remaster
Yeah.
as to like how they did it or anything. I think it's just like a standard like 1080p
Oh, I know it's
remaster.
that. Yeah, I think that was what I was saying. I think they put out a first Blu-ray, and I think it was even worse. And then I think they put out this remaster.
That
I could be
wouldn't
wrong
surprise
though. I
me.
don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I mean, and let's be honest, it's kind of like a classic, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Puppet Master, honest, is one of my favorite franchises of all time.
Yeah,
I mean, I paid 250 for the trunk.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I have a full, pretty much half sleeve of Puppet Master tattoo.
yeah.
So it's definitely. I don't know. There's just something about it that I love. I mean, a lot of the movies in the franchise just straight up suck,
Oh yeah.
but I still dig them a lot, man.
There's a charm there,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
stoked to watch Retro again.
Yeah, retro was always one of the better ones.
Yeah.
I always actually kind of liked part four.
Oh yeah.
Not so much part five,
Yeah.
which is weird considering
It's the
they're
same
like
story or
yeah,
continuation.
yeah, but
It's like the
uh,
Halloween 2, pretty much, where it takes place right after the
yeah,
events of part 4.
yeah, but you almost kind of don't even need to see part five.
No.
Yeah.
And then I barely remember 6, to be honest.
Uh, that was
The Curse of Puppet Master.
Curse, but yeah, that one was okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one where Torch returns, because I
I
think
think so.
Torch is
Yeah.
only in part 2, and then... Although, dude, I saw a clip, like a short clip of Torch and the new Puppet Master.
Yeah,
Dude, he looks badass.
that's cool.
Have you
I've
seen the
always
trailer
liked
for it?
Torch. Yeah, it looks like very gory.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting little bit of trivia. That hotel
It's fake,
is
right?
yeah, it's a model.
Yeah, that's crazy how real it looks, though.
It is. It looks really good. Yeah, apparently it was done with a model, and they're here the Bodega Bay. Oh, another thing, I'll just say this before I lose it. That Asian-looking puppet
Yeah,
is an actual Burmese opera marionette.
really.
Yeah, so it wasn't something made for the movie. That's a
That's
a
pretty cool.
proper. Yeah, it says about the hotel that it was a miniature built the size of a refrigerator, and they hung it in the air and used a combination of forced perspective in a way to make the hotel look like it was there.
Wow.
So that's kind of neat.
I would like to see that puppet right there in action, the one with the big head.
Oh yeah. What I always wonder is how many of these puppets do you suppose are actually animated, like, storyline wise,
Oh, yeah.
or and which are just kind of like,
Set pieces and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
like obviously this one is
yeah.
is animated and
You got to admit, for how low budget
played
it
and
is and all that, like, they do a good job at the whole running
oh yeah, definitely.
and
I
even,
mean,
like, in a little bit when you see them running, actually see them, they did a really good stop animation with them.
yeah, well, it's like I've always said, with like stop motion animation and everything, there's a charm to that, you know,
Yeah,
that is kind of lost with like CG and everything,
yeah.
you know.
I love that puppet's design, but he's the most useless puppet in the whole entire crew.
He is. I mean, what threat does he pose? He has like a stick with a blade on it.
Yeah, he's you've seen him before, right? William Hickey.
Yeah.
He was in
Yeah.
that Tales from the Crypt episode that Schwarzenegger directed,
Yeah.
and then he was in a movie called Mouse
This is
Hunt.
a real yeah. These are really easy shots that they're doing, like the low camera angle, but it feels like, a puppet running.
Yeah,
It does it really well.
I like the way that looks too. Just the two. Are we supposed
Yeah.
to assume these are Nazis?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what the whole thing was with the Nazis. Like, this whole franchise is like obsessed with Nazis.
I know. I think they just kind of wanted like I've always reckoned with Nazis. They're an easy villain to have
Yeah,
because all you need to do is say Nazi and it
people get all.
automatically it automatically brings up certain feelings and thoughts and everything, and you just sort of know when someone's like a Nazi that they're trouble,
Yeah,
you know? And then again, it's I guess also when you think of the time when this particular like part is set, like this is like what, like the
39.
yeah, 19 like 40s, 1930s, something like that.
Yeah, it's
You know,
1939.
yeah, so this is when like not the Nazis were kind of like the
This
main
was
villains of
before
the
they.
world.
Yeah, this was like right before, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Or this
the
is when they were
Nazi
first coming into power.
I think this is when they were first coming into
Yeah,
power. I love that. Like, I'm gonna hide behind this shoe.
yeah. It's yeah, dude. This honestly though, this first one I
Mm,
find is probably one of my least favorites out of the whole franchise.
definitely.
But
I
it's
know.
one of
I
those
know what you
ones
mean.
you have to watch it though to like,
Yeah, to
watch the whole
appreciate the
thing.
others.
Yeah, but yeah, this one was always kind of. I mean, I hate to use this word because I still love the movie, but it was
Yeah.
like one of the more boring out of the whole franchise.
What I always found with this is, for a movie called Puppet Master, there's actually only about 5 minutes worth of actual puppets in it.
Yeah.
You
Although
know,
this one does have some really good scene. Like there's one scene that I actually find kind of really freaky, and I'll point
yeah.
it out to you when it happens.
Okay, cool.
And the leech woman I always thought was disturbing as hell.
Yeah, not exactly the biggest threat, but
Yeah.
Interesting thing about the Blade puppet, it's actually based on Klaus Kinski.
Yeah, I had heard that.
I can totally see it.
Yeah, I gotta see him again. I don't think I've watched it since I've heard that fact.
Yeah, but when you see it, you can definitely see like. I wonder about that puppet, that
Yeah.
like Indian looking guy
Yeah, it would be
or
cool to
whatever.
see that one.
I just think it would be neat to see like every single puppet he's ever made just kind of like freaking like puppet wars almost, you know?
Yeah, is this movie rated R or
This is rated R, yeah, from what I know.
because
I'll
there
get
is
to
some
the
gore. Oh, there's some nudity too. Actually, I think yeah.
yeah.
I forgot because it
Uh
almost seems like the production and the way everything looks. Doesn't it almost seem like it should be like a kid horror movie almost?
yeah.
Like it has
Well,
the
that
look of that.
yeah, and then again, it's like little puppets and everything, but you know, actually what an interesting little tidbit of information. Later on in the movie, you see Blade slash the guy's fingers,
Yeah,
and you know how the blood's green?
and his fingers.
Yeah.
I'll have to
The
see
re-
it again.
the reason the blood is green
Is that
was to stop it.
Reanimator?
No, to stop it getting an X rating.
An X rating?
An X.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
That would be
It's
ridiculous.
insane. I mean, there's no way this could ever deserve an X.
Was it?
No.
See, that actually looks really good right there.
Yeah.
Like that was really fluid and everything.
Yeah. That's one thing that, some other movies just don't do well. They don't do the fluid motion well.
Yeah.
Even a lot of like stop motion type stuff can look herky jerky and everything. And
You got
it's one of those things,
Yeah, you got to admit this transfer is highly disappointing.
It is.
It's so soft and like
Yeah.
I love that those blades that pop out of his eye when he looks surprised.
Yeah. I just like how he's knocking on the door and then he's looking back and knocking again. It's like you can see like genuine like panic.
Yeah.
And it just kind of works,
Yeah, man, dude, I can't wait to watch part 2 again.
Yeah, part 2 is I always found part 2 sort of disturbing.
That human marionette, dude.
That thing was horrifying. like I remember the first time I saw it when I was a kid, it didn't like give me nightmares, but I'd be like thinking about it later on, like after I'd watched it and everything, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah, dude. This it's hard to think though that character is the same as this guy though.
Yeah, you see, that's something I've never
Like
really
it doesn't
got.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's hard to picture this guy when you're seeing like the Invisible Man version of him and
Yeah.
all that.
And hell, not just that. Then you see like part 3,
Yeah.
and like he's a good guy.
Yeah, man. That's one thing
You
too
know?
about this franchise is it's like messy in that way, how they'll be evil then good and all that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they should have always been evil. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, you could even have done something where like I've always said before, one of my favorite movie tropes is the idea of evil versus evil.
Yeah.
Which is something you could have played with, without making them like heroes,
Yeah, definitely.
which they did later, keep them evil, but, just have them doing evil stuff to people that are more evil.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to part 3 also, man, to see Six Shooter again.
Oh yeah, part 3 looks really good on Blu-ray.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm so
Yeah.
glad I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Yeah. Also, interesting thing, apparently, Six Shooter was originally supposed to be in this.
Oh, so he was already conceived?
Yeah, he was conceived right from the beginning. Apparently, he was going to be a six-armed ninja that had guns.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like this scene too here, where bleeding through his shirt.
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed about this movie. There's a lot of white.
Yeah. It's a really, yeah, dude. See, this is like, I like stuff like this, like just like bizarre dream sequences and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe what makes the movie kind of dull too, is just the bland colors. And the fact
That's
that
true.
the picture is just super muted and soft.
Yeah. He's like, oh. I mean, let's be honest. If you woke up and you had 3 leeches on your stomach, what would you do? You'd stand up, you'd pull them off, and you'd stand on them.
Yeah. Not
It's
just
not
sit there and
that
scream.
big a deal.
I mean, I'd be freaking out though, because I'd be like, where the hell did these come from?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not really a threat, are they? Like unless you're like surrounded by like a like a torrent of leeches like raining down from the skies or something, like
Yeah,
what's the worst they're gonna do? They're gonna drink a little blood and then be done with you.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some of the puppets in this, are kinda. She always looked like Linda Blair to me.
Her,
Yeah, I don't know why.
I could see it a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
I like this scene though, just how like dumb the dude is or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, that's sort of one thing that like full moon movies always have in common. They always have someone that's just stupid.
Yeah, is this where Barbara Crampton shows up? I can't remember.
Uh,
Is that her? No,
I think s
I
I
don't. Yeah, I think so.
think so. Yeah. Hmm.
The dude looks super familiar too, other than this, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara Crampton used
I
to be
just
so
call him the
hot
beard guy.
back in the
Well,
day.
the funny thing is, she still looks good.
Yeah, but dude, there's a story she told that kind of made me
Hmm.
look at her. And she said her house was like infested with rats and stuff.
I thought that was Linnea Quigley.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Linnea Quigley is who I was thinking of. And I was
Yeah.
gonna say she looks really haggard now, dude.
She does. I mean, I, we've mentioned it before. I don't know whether it's just age or whether it's just
I think it's a
recently
hard
she's been
life.
having, yeah, maybe recently she's been having a bit of a hard time or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, she definitely has.
yeah,
But yeah, Barbara Crampton now definitely looks really good. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, hell, what was that movie she was in a bit back? It was like that one with like the VHS board game.
Oh yeah, Beyond the Gates.
Yeah, she looked pretty damn good in that.
Yeah, I think she has a cameo in the
It,
new Puppet Master, right?
I think so. Yeah,
I wonder if it'll be something like this.
it could be. I
By the way,
mean,
dude, have you seen that drone puppet that's in the new one?
no, haven't seen it.
It's pretty funny looking, dude. I want to see what that frog does too,
Yeah,
because that
it's
doesn't
it.
look like it fits at all.
No, unless like it like hops along, explodes or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like what's
He
going
was
on?
just looking at her like, okay.
Yeah.
I remember, like, yeah, this dude, I can't wait till. That's one thing. It like takes forever for the puppets to be introduced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta like listen to them, especially when they get to the motel. You gotta listen to them like eat dinner and all that for a while.
Yeah.
That's why I
My
wanted to
my
get
whole
this one
thing.
out of the way tonight.
Yeah, definitely. My whole thing has also been kind of, it's like, why are they bringing these psychics here?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
ever really explained?
You think that
Like
was
they,
stock footage, or you think they filmed that for this?
um, I don't know. I mean, I know Full Moon are big on stock footage, but like, I know a lot of times they'll film stuff and then like trade it to stock companies
Oh,
to
okay.
get other scenes and everything. So some of this might have been stuff they filmed and then was later traded.
Yeah, but what makes me think not is the fact that they're from Cali, and that was
Yeah,
obviously New York, and I just couldn't picture them using the money to get
spending
a
the money.
helicopter shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
I
not like
hear
they
you.
had drones back then.
Yeah,
See, that's what I mean. The color palette in this movie is just boring, dude.
it is. It's very muted and
The
very,
nothing, dude. Even the hotel's boring.
yeah.
But that's what I
I,
love about 2 and 3 and on. Even, I'm stoked that we're going to be doing a commentary for Legacy, just
yeah,
because it shows the best parts of every movie.
yeah. I mean, I still don't know why they made that.
Yeah, I don't get it. And
All I can think is maybe like they were contractually obligated to supply another Puppet Master movie, and they were just, screw it, just throw together a compilation.
yeah, which one came after Legacy?
Legacy, I think, was the last one
Before the
until,
Axis termination?
Yeah, I
or
think so.
whatever one it was. Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let's see. Oh no, actually, I think Legacy came just before Retro.
You sure?
I think so.
Huh.
I'll take a look and find out.
I mean, you may be right. I don't know though. I think Retro came before, because there had to have been some reason why they made that. I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, it's not like TV shows where you have like thousands of tons and tons of episodes
yeah. I
that
even hate those kind of episodes,
ugh, yeah.
the
The
clip
only
ones.
the only ones I like of those is when they do it in a bit of a clever way,
Yeah, I don't
you
even
know?
like them.
Yeah, and usually those they're complete throwaway episodes. You can just ignore them. Okay, let's see here. Films. Puppet Master, Puppet Master 2, Puppet Master 3, Puppet Master 4, Puppet Master 5, Curse of the Puppet Master, Retro Puppet Master Legacy.
Yeah, and then it
Then
goes on to the Axis ones.
Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. Oh wow, I never knew Ted Nicolau directed that. Cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He did
Uh,
4 and 5, right?
I
Or was
think
that
he
David
did.
Dakota?
Uh, David Dakota or whatever he did 3 and
So Ted
and
Nicolau did four
Curse.
and five.
He did Curse, Retro. This is kind of interesting. It says for the director for Curse and Retro Puppet Master, it says for Curse, David Dakota as Victoria Sloan,
Oh, he used a little different name and
and
alias.
then Retro Puppet Master, David Dakota as Joseph Tennant.
Hmm. I wonder why he just didn't use his real name.
I don't know. And he also did Axis of Evil.
Really?
Yeah. Ted Nicolau, I think, was the guy that did Subspecies.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He also
Yeah.
which either no, I'm thinking of David Dakota.
Yeah.
He did 4 and 5, right?
No, that was Jeff Burr.
You're right. Which one? Uh, David Dakota did one of them. I know.
He did part 3, part 6, part 7, and Axis. So he's done about like 5 of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know he does like a lot of like literally homo movies, like that
Yeah.
1313 series or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yeah. Yeah.
You know those where every cover is like shirtless dudes or something,
Yeah.
but there's like 20 of them and he's done all of them.
Yeah, it's kind of like the homosexual version of with the witchcraft
Oh
movies.
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, those witchcraft ones are hardcore.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a buddy Dustin. That's like his favorite series of movies. Like he's
Yeah,
got
well,
every single one on DVD.
that's pretty hardcore because I mean I think there's about like 17 of them or something, isn't
Yeah,
there?
and I think a lot of them are out of print,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they
I mean, hell,
suck, dude.
they're not good. There's a few that are good just as softcore, you know.
Yeah.
Um honestly though, most of them you can get from the PlayStation store for like 99 cents.
Really?
Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of them just that way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
well,
guy that directed this movie, this David Schmoller,
yeah, I know Charles Band fucked him over.
he says he did,
Yeah, oh, really? What?
but
I don't know a whole lot about it. I just
he
heard that.
claims that he owes him like money,
I mean,
and that he's never called him back because he wanted to he didn't want he reckons Charles Band didn't want the main series of Full Moon for people to know that he wasn't the one that made it.
yeah, and they always, yeah,
Yeah, I don't buy that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, he Charles Band has always been, you know, he always gives credit to the directors that make a movie.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know, he never tries to snipe a movie out from under somebody.
Yeah, be honest, what catalog you like better, Empire or Full Moon?
I like Full Moon.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's just because the sheer amount and the fact that it's all over the board.
yeah. Do you like New Full Moon? Like where they just focus on Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong.
It's funny. I've never actually watched any of the newer ones.
Yeah, dude, that's all they focus on are those two franchises.
I mean that's kind of funny. I mean, it's
And at least Killjoy,
yeah,
they get better with every sequel.
they do.
I wish they'd release those on Blu-ray, dude.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I have a DVD of like parts 1 to 3, I think, or something.
Yeah. Doesn't it piss you off about that Subspecies 4?
Yeah, I don't get that.
But they
All I
put
can think,
Vampire Journals on Blu-ray?
I know, it's like why? All I can think is maybe somehow the rights are tied up.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Because
don't know.
I mean, look at the Blu-ray transfer of this. You can't tell me like that they couldn't find a better version of Subspecies 4.
Yeah.
It's like
Where does that one rank in your subspecies?
it's probably my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
when
it
it
your
comes to
favorite cover, though?
subspecies, oh, I love the cover.
I know, man.
I would totally like get like a poster of that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there was a shirt on Full Moon's site of that cover,
I
but they
remember
didn't have
that.
it on they didn't have it in my size.
That's sort of like an annoyance.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you want to make money, you put the stuff out there.
Yeah, what's weird is, like, some of the shirts will only, because I'm a big dude, some of the
Yeah,
shirts only go to, like, 2X.
I
But then
know.
they'll have, like, 3 or 4 shirts that are, like, go bigger.
Yeah,
But they have, like, usually it's just one I don't want, but they have, like, a Demonic Toys one I want to get.
that's cool. Yeah, Full Moon certainly like their little evil things, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's one thing I love about them is just the sheer amount of just, like, product you can get. Like, not even with movies, you know what I mean? Like, if
That's
you
true,
love a
yeah.
franchise they do,
You
there's
can
so
get
much
t-shirts,
merchandise.
posters, comics,
Dude, I have a head
everything.
of the family mouse pad. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they put
That's
out
awesome.
everything. And bro, I was looking at like the stuff for like Evil Bong. They
Yeah.
got like ashtrays, lighters, bong fluid, like all like just
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Like you really
I,
made
I'm
Evil Bong fluid.
I'm quite sure you'll be able to buy evil bongs at some point.
Yeah.
Like full-size glass bongs that you can use.
So you gotta admit that's a creepy image right there, man.
Yeah.
Just the way he's like standing there smiling.
Yeah. Well,
But
there's
yeah,
something always kind of freaky about someone just standing with a big fake smile on their face.
yeah. But yeah, dude, that is crazy they haven't sold EB actual bongs that you could use.
Yeah, I mean, well, probably, I guess, because, like, officially in a lot of places, like, marijuana is still illegal.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a loophole though. You could just say it's for tobacco
Yeah.
use.
Hell, you could just say it's for decoration.
Yeah. Although
You know? They're like,
I do think they have like a steamroller or something on their site that like is a piece, but not like from the movie.
yeah. Oh, man.
See, that's what. Oh, yeah, that's always good to throw in.
Yep. Fan service is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe they were
Look
considering.
at that!
That's crazy. They were gonna give this an X rating.
Yeah, I mean, I then again, back then, when did this come out? It was like, was it 88, I think?
88 or 89.
Yeah, back then they'd give like an X rating to just about anything.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
Now they show all this on like cable television.
Oh yeah, this is nothing. Like, you could show this movie 100% uncut on like late night standard cable.
Oh yeah, you can put this on USA at like 9 or 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
and no one would care.
No. I mean, gore is, you can have any kind of gore. I mean, the nudity maybe not be able to slide. But you
Yeah.
could, I mean, dude, after Walking Dead and all that, like Hannibal and, bro, you
Yeah.
can have any amount of gore on a television show now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Hannibal took it to a whole new level, didn't it?
Yeah, it was brutal.
I love that show. I
I know,
really
dude.
do.
It pisses me off they ended it after the best season, dude. It was
Yeah,
finally finding its footing, dude.
yeah, and I mean, hell, the next plot was gonna be
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
I know, man. Dude, I love that last season. Because, like, I remember the first two. It was one
Mm,
of those things where each episode was like a different case or whatever.
yeah.
But I like that third season because it was just all about uh, Dollar Hyde or whatever his name was.
Yeah. I always dug the second season. Just that part where, like I think it was the second season, where like the Chinese chick or whatever
Oh, yeah, the
gets like,
sniper rifle chick.
I think the one that gets in the,
Yeah, she has like
she
a
like,
badass sniper rifle when he meets her.
maybe, the one where,
Oh, this is
she
the scene I
gets,
was talking about that always creeped me out, dude.
we're
When you see
crawling
the
out of the,
hands, bro, and they're human
yeah, it's kind
hands.
of, ugh.
Just the way they slowly raise out of the casket always kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, once you see Pinhead's head, it's not freaky, but like just the hands.
Yeah. That's another thing. I've always found Pinhead to be sort of one of the more lesser threatening.
Yeah. See, that's crazy how they did that.
Yeah.
Dude, what's so funny though is just seeing him knock people out.
Yeah, I mean, like, where's he getting this force? It's not like he's gonna like throw his hips into it and really
Yeah.
strike him. It's just kind of okay.
Yeah,
He just has
him and
big
Blade
hands.
are the last two I gotta get on my arm.
Yeah.
And then I'll have all the ones I want. I don't want Jester.
No.
I don't think there's any other ones that
You
I
you
think
don't want
Jester's the only one.
Gabbatron?
Nah. I'd rather get
Yeah.
Totem or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. I
Mephisto.
mean, yeah. I mean, the, you know, yeah.
I
That
forget
stopped
which
making
number
sense in
does
my brain.
I forget which film does Mephisto appear in?
I think he's in. I think is it part 5? Like a small, like, essentially cameo role at the beginning of 5.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I think that's it. He's in it for like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
if even that.
I always thought he looked badass though,
Yeah,
because he's essentially Blade sculpt, but with like some devil horns.
yeah. I wonder whether they just like, we need another puppet, and it's like, well, we got this leftover blade head.
Yeah.
Like, get to work. Give us something. Like, okay.
Yeah. And I always like the way in this movie the way Tunneler kills people.
Oh
Just
yeah,
lowers his head and starts
and
charging
just
you.
runs. Yeah. The funny thing is, like if you didn't see him coming, he'd be a genuine threat.
Yeah.
But if honestly, like if you were stood up and you saw him coming,
You could stomp on him.
hell, just step to the side, and he'd run right past you, and then just give him the boot.
Which
I've
do you
always
find
wondered,
the most threatening out of all of them?
from the entire series,
Yeah, Torch.
Torch,
Yeah.
definitely.
Dude,
I
I just like
mean,
how brutal he is.
oh yeah, I just love the fact that he torches a kid.
Yeah, doesn't he light up a dog at one point?
I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I wouldn't.
I
Yeah,
like how slow he moves too, like a tank. Like in
yeah,
the second one when he first introduced, just slowly walks out,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
slowly walks back.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, threat-wise, Torch and then like 6-shooter.
Oh yeah, yeah. What about
Essentially just ones that have projectiles.
yeah, Leech Woman though, if you were sleeping, would mess you up too.
Yeah, but if you weren't sleeping, just you know,
Yeah, because it takes her
pick
forever
her
to
up and throw her.
regurgitate the slug
Yeah,
or the leech.
and,
Yeah,
and hell, just have a pitcher of salt next to you and just pour it on her.
yeah. Dude, you ever thought about getting those full-size puppets that Full Moon makes, or are they just too expensive?
They're expensive, but I tell you what, there's a flea market near my place, and they actually have retro tunneler.
Really?
Yeah,
What are they
and it
asking
looks.
for them?
I don't know, because it's all this stuff's like there, but they don't have any prices on them.
Damn, I'm surprised you haven't checked to pick it up.
I've been thinking about it, honestly.
Yeah, because
uh,
Grindhouse Video has one of Retro Tunneler and Oopsie Daisy from Demonic Toys, but
yeah,
I think he wanted like 120 for him.
yeah, and I mean, it's the sort of thing you sit there and you think like, okay, I can spend 120 and get this, or I could like buy like 4 or 5 movies,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
it's one of
know?
those things like it's cool, but realistically, you just look at it. I don't even, you know what I mean? Like when you're walking by it, just glance at it. It's like, nah, I'd rather get the movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like, I mean, when you actually think of it, right, when you get right down to brass tacks, you're paying like $120 for a toy.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Yeah,
something
you
that
know,
sits there. I'd rather just pay that for like a tattoo or something.
yeah, I
Something
mean,
that
you got
goes
that for
together with the
life, you know?
life.
Interesting thing about these Blu-rays, though, is until they came out, every version of the Puppet Master movies was in full screen.
Yeah, I remembered that. Yeah,
Yeah, they were all filmed on 35 millimeter, but
they had to cut them for TV and VHS.
yeah, yeah, and when they transferred them over to DVD, they just kept the same, full screen
Yeah. What sucks too is like,
transfers.
remember how much that DVD set was like before the Blu-rays came out? I mean, now you can get the DVD set for like 20 bucks.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I bought that set.
Really?
I
I
bought
thought
it
you
when
bought
it
it for
when it
like
first
80.
came out. Hell, I'm almost ashamed to say what I paid for it. I paid nearly $200 for it.
No, are you for
Yeah,
real?
back when it first came, the very first printing of it.
And you got the nice box and everything?
Yeah, and it looked great. 8 discs and everything.
And they each
And
came with their own case, right?
yeah, yeah, and it was good. Though I admitted what I did is after like I think about 3 or 4 years or whatever, I sold it, and I got like $100 for it. So
Wow, yeah, isn't it crazy like when you go to Full Moon site and it's like
yeah,
1999 or something?
yeah, definitely. Did you just see that
That black dot or
the
whatever it was?
cigarette burn up in the
Yeah,
corner? Yeah,
another
and
one.
another one. Yeah, I mean
I don't think there was any
nowadays,
fixing that. That's way too big of a blemish there to just
I
rub that out.
I don't know. Maybe like maybe it could have been done like computer with a computer or something.
You think Charles Mann's doing all that?
He's just sat there in like the back room doing it all himself.
Yeah,
It's like it'll cost me money if I have to hire someone to do this. Screw it, I'm just gonna do it myself.
yeah, man. I think this may be one of the most disappointing Blu-rays though of Blu-ray history. Like this is right up there with like the Tokyo Shock version of Itchy the Killer.
Yeah, well, this is essentially just like an upscale, up converted DVD, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
You
Another
know,
thing, like, dude, why is it that Charles Band sold Puppet Master rights to Mill Creek, where they'll put 5 of them on one DVD disc?
yeah. Um, I'm sure it was purely a money thing.
Yeah, because that
I'm
was,
sure they said to him, "You like, look, we'd like to license this." And he's like, "Okay."
yeah, because that's, yeah, man, because it's like, they looked awful. That's why, like,
Yeah,
when this trunk came out, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pay the money for it just to have each one on Blu-ray, the
yeah,
best they could be or whatever.
yeah.
Now, do you believe when Charles Band says once they're gone forever?
Um,
Because it's been like 2 or 3 years and they're still there.
I'm just gonna say this. They're once they're gone forever, until he needs more money.
And then he magically finds a box of them in the warehouse.
Yeah, like I remember a thing a bit back. They apparently found like a whole bunch
Was
of
it VHS?
yeah, and they were
It was
they
some
said they were
YouTuber
classic.
proved it all wrong.
Yeah, that it was like new prints or whatever. And I mean, the fact of the matter is like there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
But
yeah,
don't
but it just
don't
straight
try
up
to
lied.
yeah, don't try to pass it off as something it isn't,
Yeah,
you
man.
know? I mean, I guess in theory they could have been older boxes or whatever, but from like a later run.
Yeah.
You know, like if they say they released them, like, 4 years later or whatever. It could have been a run from that.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, you should just say that.
Yeah.
People would still be willing to pay.
Another thing that one dude pointed out, because I'm sure you saw the same video, it was like the long-haired VHS collector kid.
Yeah.
He made like things saying like it just so happens all the VHS boxes he found happened to be the most expensive VHSs that they made.
Yeah.
Like the ones that go for the most money online.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, just say it's like a reprint. People will still pay it, you know?
Yeah, just put say we're reprinting Wizard big box VHSs.
Yeah, for like a limited run of them or whatever,
Problem is though, he wanted to do it for like a $50 price tag.
Well, honestly, that wouldn't surprise me.
See, something like that should be like $20, like a
It
big box
it should be.
Wizard video. I mean, $20. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the reason he was like, oh yeah, these are original. That's why we're charging 50.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I could understand if like, yeah, you know, they were like newly commissioned artwork and all this stuff and like newly like pressed everything and something. How can I describe it? That you could put the money into getting all new stuff, so it'd be, yeah, okay, I understand paying the higher price for like a limited edition, like new pressing or whatever.
Yeah,
I could get that, but it's like it's the same artwork. You know,
yeah,
you're not gonna, yeah, 20-30 bucks maximum.
yeah. One thing that sketches me out, like I think he's lying about the Puppet Master trunk. I think he's just gonna keep making them.
Probably.
I only say that because he says there's like only like 20. I don't remember how many copies. But there's only a certain amount of copies he made. But
Yeah.
he'll sign it. Like mine's signed, but it's not numbered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the Empire set, it
Yeah.
has the same amount of copies as the trunk.
But it's numbered.
It's numbered. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's sketchy. Like I feel like if the trunk, since they're the same amount, he should have numbered the trunk too. I mean, why do one and not the other?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think like the Empire ones were actually limited because they had the deal with Scream Factory. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think he's going to keep making that trunk until I guarantee you next 4th of July sale. He'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's only 20 left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean it's the sort of thing. It's a cool looking trunk and everything.
Oh yeah, it's
You
worth it for sure.
And I mean, let's be honest, there's no reason to have it limited.
Yeah,
Just make it a standard like a collector's edition or something.
definitely. I mean, it's
Drop the
definitely one of
price a
center,
little bit.
like to 200 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of the highlights of my collection for sure. Just
Yeah.
because of how nice the box is. I mean, it's just real wood.
Yeah.
Another gratuitous nip shot.
Yep. Well, I'm not complaining.
But she does this all with the door wide open.
Well, I think she's an exhibitionist. He's like, oh, yes, really? Hello. Well, I don't know why the hell she's wearing a tiara when she's having a bath, though.
Yeah, that is a little weird. This dude looks like a creepy Bruce Willis.
He does, completely. Yeah, like if Bruce Willis was like, 30 pounds, like, lighter.
Yeah, and
And
was
was
a
like,
little
oh.
mentally challenged.
Yeah. There you go.
I like every commentary we do, there's always someone that's mentally challenged.
Well, it
Like
does
the
kind of...
doctor in Song of Solomon.
Yeah. Well, he kind of was. So. Yeah, and there you go. There's...
All useless.
Yeah. I mean, when all said and done, what's he going to do? He's going to...
Doesn't he almost remind you of like the kid that does nothing, like that they just gotta keep watch over?
Yeah, it's like the idiot little brother, and it's like, well, we're all going out to kill. Well, take your little brother with you.
Yeah. They gave him a little staff.
Yeah, like here you go. You hold this. If he comes around that corner and we haven't got him, you just hit him.
See, he has such a badass look with the face. Like they should have made him just badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have done something with Jester. You know, you could have.
Even if he knew magic or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
made you rip your own head off or something.
yeah. You see, you know, that would be something that could work.
Yeah, like if he actually like used the staff to do spells on you.
Yeah, as opposed to just like I think he whacks one person and might have like a little blade on one that he sticks in someone.
I don't even think that's in this one, is it?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think he does anything in this one.
no, just kind of gets in the way.
Yeah. Dude, when you get down to it, other than the puppet animatronics, do
Yeah.
you know how cheap this movie was to make, dude?
Yeah, I'm
They
sure this
probably
is.
literally rented a bunch of rooms in a hotel.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even if they, found like some old hotel and just rented the entire place,
Yeah.
it was still probably cheaper than most low-budget movies nowadays.
Are you able to see what other movies this director did? Because I know there was
Yeah.
something else that he did that I watched, and I remember hearing this is from the director of Puppet Master.
Yeah, here we go. David Schmoller. Uh, Tourist Trap.
Mm,
Uh, The Seduction.
that was it, the tourist trap.
Catacombs.
What I was talking about.
Yeah, he did Catacombs, Netherworld, and Crawl Space. With,
He did Crawl Space with Klaus Kinski.
yeah.
I still haven't seen that. That's in that Empire set.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of movies in that Empire set I'm stoked for. Like,
Yeah.
I've still never seen Dolls.
Dolls is actually, it even says on here, was one of the main um, thoughts behind making this movie.
Really.
Because Charles Band had done Dolls.
It just has a fascination with them. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that movie, and this is going to sound like blasphemy, but I think
Mhm.
I told you this. I've never seen From Beyond yet.
Yeah, that kind of is blasphemy.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked to
Yeah.
see that one. And
That's a great movie. Hell, that's a great movie for Barbara Crampton in bondage gear alone.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I heard
Oh,
Ken Foree's in it. I want to see it.
he he is. There's a scene. I'm just gonna say where he's in like some underwear. Um, maybe the women will like it. Uh, I was kind of uncomfortable watching that particular scene,
Yeah,
but that's just me.
yeah. Oddly enough, in that Empire set, there's
Mm.
a movie I'm really hyped for too called Robot Jocks.
Oh, I remember Robot
That's a
Jocks.
Stuart Gordon film.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that looked hilarious, dude, called Eliminators.
Oh,
And they have
that's a
this like dude, he's like a half robot tank or something.
I love that movie. I used to rent that movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a movie.
I know what to expect. Just I saw a clip of this dude rolling around, and it looks fucking
Yeah,
hilarious, dude.
it is. It's just a really fun movie, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen that Cellar Dweller or
Yeah. I've seen Cellar Dweller. It's actually pretty good.
yes, the plot sounded pretty good with the like comic artist or something.
Yeah, the other movie,
Dungeon Master?
uh I've heard that's good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good too. It's in there, and man, there's more in there. Like Ghost Town, I've seen, and that's a really good one.
Yeah, hell, Prison.
Oh yeah, dude, I still haven't seen that either.
Yeah, that's one you got to watch just because when you realize that's the movie that
Burnt Kane Hodder.
yeah,
Dude, are you gonna
and
get? Speaking of Kane Hodder, are you gonna get that documentary?
definitely
Dude,
I
wanna
want to see that.
to hell and back.
Yeah, because I mean the fact of the matter is, Kane Hodder is one of those severely underrated like actors.
Yeah, I'm
And
curious of how good it is because I haven't heard anything about like the week it came out. I heard a little bit.
yeah,
Dude, I haven't heard anything about it since it came out.
then again, I mean honestly, how often do we hear about documentaries?
I mean, dude, Crystal Lake Memories, bro. I still hear about to this day.
Yeah, well, that's a bit of you know, that's something completely different scale.
Yeah, yeah. You don't really hear about the Creep Show documentary or anything
No,
anymore.
or you don't hear about like hell. When was the last time you heard about the Nightmare on Elm Street one?
Yeah, dude,
I love
that's
this.
such a great documentary too.
Yeah. I think that those people that do those documentaries
Yeah.
are some of the best.
Yeah. Have you seen the Fright Night one yet, or no?
No, no.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Uh, yeah, I like really long documentaries.
Exactly. That's the problem with a lot of the new ones is like it's after you've seen uh, the Nightmare on Elm Street one and Crystal Lake Memories,
Yeah,
dude.
you're
When
kind
you end
of
up seeing an hour and a half one, you're just disappointed.
yeah. And hell, when it's like they're like the same price.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you can buy the Blu-ray. You know that store near me that I've told you about before, that tends to be pretty expensive.
Yeah, but they have Scream Factory and everything.
Yeah, you can get a double pack with Crystal Lake Memories and the Nightmare on Elm Street one on Blu-ray, and it's like $40.
I mean, that's expensive, but you're getting a
It
lot
is,
of content for that
and
money.
then you think though that's like $20 per release.
Yeah, but
You
then when
know?
you break it down, I mean, they're 4 or 5 hours each.
Exactly.
You know,
And well, here we
another
go.
one. Dude, this movie, after watching it again,
Hmm.
dude, they spend like it takes way too long for the
For
puppet.
anything to
I
happen?
know, man. Like
Yeah.
this movie is actually like kind of brutal to get through.
Yeah.
Is it
I mean,
unanimously like agreed that this movie kind of sucks?
I think so. Well, I think most people consider it the weakest of the series.
Yeah, just
And,
because they
you
get
know,
funner as they go on.
yeah, for sure. And also, like I said, I think there's literally about 5 minutes of puppet footage in this
Yeah,
movie.
it's super. I haven't
Because,
seen this in a while. It's super disappointing,
yeah,
and it pains me to say it because I'm such a huge fan of them,
yeah.
and like it feels like you're almost like shitting on it. Just be like, yeah, the first one kind of sucks, but
But
you know, I
let's
gotta
be
be
honest,
true. You know
it
what I mean?
does.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, this might sound like blasphemy to say. I always found the first Friday the 13th kind of boring.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know,
You know, to be honest, when I watch
I,
the whole
I, I love
franchise,
I
I
love
usually
this
skip
scene.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I just love these. Just looking through the thing, he's like, ah.
Yeah. If you had to get a puppet master puppet, any of them from the
Yeah,
site, which one would you pick? Him?
Blade,
Really?
definitely. Yeah, Blade's my favorite. Always has been. And I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just because Blade has a similar style to me.
Yeah.
I have this tendency to wear long black coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, So it's kind of
For
just
some reason,
you know.
Tunneler's always been my favorite, man.
Yeah, Tunneler is always kind of cool. Oh, this is the scene, isn't it?
Wait, where
He looks in. Yeah, here
yeah.
we go. He's like, oh, wow, yeah. I like that. He's like, come here, take a look at this.
See, I like, doesn't he look badass?
He does.
He
I've
looks like
always,
an Asian.
I know, and that's the weird thing. He's like wearing like a German uniform,
Yeah, but he looks
but
like a gook, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And I know that sounds racist, but Charles Band calls him that. He has toys called. Look how badass he looks there.
yeah. And I mean, when all's said and done, I mean, like, if they just stayed on the bed,
They'd be cool.
they'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean they were
You know,
rocking the bed so hard that he wouldn't be able to.
no, he'd just fall off.
Yeah,
But no,
dude,
it's
she
like
is
you're,
pretty hot though. And I've always liked the kind of outfit she's wearing,
yeah,
just to completely see through.
yeah, yeah.
Like there's no point to it whatsoever.
Nope, no point whatsoever. It's like, well, yes, she's wearing clothes, so technically, I wonder if that's one of those things also. Technically, it's not like a nude scene.
Maybe, yeah. You think that was part of the censors? They did that.
It
See,
could be,
look how he actually looks kind of sinister, dude.
yeah. And honestly, the thing is, just stand up.
Yeah, she just stares at it and
Like,
screams.
ooh, it's like, no, like, I'll just,
And the classic, he's tied to the bed so he can't do nothing.
yeah. And what's great about it also is the fact he's blindfolded, so he doesn't know what's going on. He
Yeah.
knows something's happening, but he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, dude, I want like when Leech won, because I think she comes here.
Yeah.
Dude, the way they animatronics for that was amazing too. You actually see the mouth open crazy wide.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of trivia about that also.
Oh, really?
Uh, yeah, let me just see what it says here. Leech Woman's mouth is made of foam latex, which makes the mouth appear to be more flexible.
Yeah.
Whenever Leech Woman coughs up a leech, only 3/4 of the leech mechanism comes out of the puppet.
Yeah, because you could
So
tell, like,
they
when you
cut.
see it, like, it's actually stretching wide.
Yeah. I always thought, like,
I think she's the creepiest looking of all of the puppets, dude.
well, it just looks like a person.
Yeah.
There's nothing really special about it
But
until,
that's what makes it creepy, and the black eyes.
yeah. What I always think would be kind of neat was, if they'd kind of gone with like, like the like Japanese ghost look.
Yeah, well, you know they do that with the actual puppets you can buy. They
Yeah.
have like a grudged variant or whatever you call them.
Yeah, you see, I think that would work really well for Leech Woman.
Yeah, like
And
look
would
how
make her,
badass that looks.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was like,
that's crazy.
I always think, wouldn't it have been wild if these sort of puppets had been human-sized?
Yeah, it would have made him more creepy.
More creepy and much more of a threat.
Yeah, and you know what else trips me out is the fact that none of the puppets can talk, but she's able to make those noises.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Dude,
It's,
dude, the way they did those leeches though, like it's almost as good as the puppets.
yeah.
Like that looks actually legitimately real.
You don't suppose they used a real leech, do you?
Maybe. I mean,
I
they
mean,
looked legit.
yeah. Because
Like,
when all's
look at
said
them,
and
dude.
done, yeah. When all's said and done, leeches aren't like a big. They're not gonna
I
do
think
much
they may
damage
be,
to you.
dude. Because did you see the way they were going up and down? Because that was his
Yeah,
actual torso. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's too small for there to be any kind of animatronic in there.
yeah. Definitely. I could.
I
Yeah,
think
I
they
could.
are, dude.
It's very possible.
Yeah. See, I don't know
If
if
it
I'd
is,
want leeches on me, though,
props
man.
to him. Well, then again, hell, until recently, until maybe what, 50
Oh
years
yeah, they were
ago, it
using them to
was
get rid of sicknesses or whatever.
yeah, it was a legitimate medical practice.
Yeah.
You know, hell, they still use it to this day, actually, in
Yeah.
some things. I just find
Dude,
this
what's the
funny.
deal with this dog?
I,
I think they just
I
made her the wacko character.
probably. I mean, it's a taxidermy dog. Why is she
Yeah,
walking
that's
around
like
with a
a
taxidermy
quirk.
dog?
Like, I know they're trying to make her quirky, but dude, I don't think there's anyone that would be like that. You know what I mean? Carrying around a taxidermy dog.
Uh,
Especially if
yeah,
you're
I
a
wouldn't think
professional.
so.
Especially if you're professional enough to be invited to a hotel with a bunch of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh,
Professionals.
yeah, I think they're gonna just think you're creepy.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I mean,
I
she's hot
tend to
though. That's
agree.
probably why they invited her.
Yeah. That's one
Are
thing
you
you
able to
can
look up?
always say. Go
Yeah.
on.
Are you able to look up if any of these actors or actresses like did anything else of note?
Yeah, sure, I'll take a look.
Or was this like, you know what I mean, these people's claim to fame? Because she looks so familiar.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
And you know, the dude did too. The guy that walked away from her.
Yeah, cast. Here we go.
I have a feeling William Hickey was probably the most famous of all of them, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he wasn't
Uh,
even that famous.
let's see here. Full cast. That's what we need. Okay. Paul Lamont, he's the main guy.
Dude, look how creepy this dude looks.
Yeah. Uh. Oh wow. The main guy in this.
You talking about the dude that was talking to her in the hallway?
Yeah. Apparently, he was a Vietnam War veteran. He was awarded the National Defense Medal,
In real
and
life?
yeah, and the Vietnam Service Medal.
Wow.
Let's see what he was in. He was in American Graffiti, uh, Marvin and Howard, whatever that is. Uh, The Long Shot, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
I
There's an
love that show.
American, yeah, American History X.
Huh. I wonder
Uh,
what he played in that. I used to watch that movie a lot.
yeah, I'm not sure. Um, Conan the Adventurer. So the television show.
Yeah. Did you ever
Uh,
watch Fact or Fiction Beyond Belief?
yeah,
Dude, I
I,
love that show.
that was a
Where
cool
either
show.
they show like five things and you gotta guess which ones are true or false.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Twilight Zone also.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then he was probably like big, not big, but only working in the late 80s then,
pretty much. I mean, everything seems to be
around that
mid to
time.
late 80s, yeah. Oh, he was in Death Valley.
Death Valley. That
That's
Scream
they.
Factory movie?
Yeah,
Okay. I've never seen that.
yeah. I don't think people were really taken with it.
Have you seen it or no?
No, and apparently he was also in Farrah Fawcett's Playboy video
What do you
from
mean?
Farrah Fawcett, All of Me from Playboy video, 1997. Apparently he was in that.
Was that like a softcore video or is that like a
I
music video?
I don't know honestly. It's her at age 50
Oh.
revealing her body to the camera. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly okay.
Well, to each their own, I
Yeah.
guess. Let's see here. Who else? Let's see. Well, Barbara Crampton obviously has done quite a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's the most famous out of this whole cast actually.
Yeah, I'm sure. Uh, let's see here.
You know that German Nazi guy in the beginning? So the
Yeah,
animatronics to him is badass though. Doesn't he
yeah,
remind you of like a thug gangster back in the day, like Batman or something?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
That had to have been like what he was based on, not Batman, but like a 30s thug, you know what I mean?
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. This other guy, this Jimmy F. Skaggs. I think this is plays Neil Gallagher in this. I'm not
Is
sure.
that the dude that got the leeches spit on?
I don't think so. He seems to have more hair.
Oh man.
Yeah, but he's been in Hollow Man, Lethal Weapon, gang related, then a bunch of TV shows, and
I gotta see Hollow Man again. It's been so long.
I've always kind of liked it.
Isn't there a sequel to it also?
There is. That's not very good. Well, honestly, it's nothing special. Like,
Do you know what else I like? How dull his hook actually looks.
yeah. I just love like what she thinks she's gonna do. Like I will kick at your hook. It will hurt and you'll pull it back. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, for how boring this movie is, it's actually going by pretty quick.
It is really. I mean, hell, we're
It's
an
almost
hour in,
over.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
I think like it just makes it worse when you're watching it alone, just kind of like sitting there watching it.
Oh yeah. Well, I always find this movie when you're watching it alone to be a real drag
Oh yeah,
because you're just waiting for like puppet stuff to happen.
and it barely happens.
Yeah, and
And I
then
think it all comes to an end here in this elevator.
yeah,
Like I remember playing like Monkeys in a Barrel, like or something, right? Or
I think so. Yeah.
it has been a while.
Yeah. It's like this. Like honestly, come on. Like how much damage could that thing do?
Yeah, that's funny as
Yeah,
hell.
you see, look there.
Yeah, that's
You
all
have
gotta-
hold of it.
See, the thing
Don't
is
let
though,
it go.
like,
Rip its arms and legs off.
yeah, they stop. She stops. Like, wouldn't she get up and just start stomping it?
That's one thing I always find with a lot of horror movies.
They
You know,
give up
like
after hitting it once,
yeah, like you hit the villain in the head. He's
drop
like
the
knocked
weapon
out.
and run.
Yeah. Like my reaction would be like, okay, I've got them down. I'm gonna pound on their head until it's meat sauce.
Yeah,
You know, like there is no way you are coming after me again.
yeah. Was it this movie you said someone's fingers bleed green?
Yeah, the main bad guy.
They
Uh,
showed it already?
no, it's like right at the end. You remember he's like trying to climb out of the elevator, I think, and he like Blade cuts his fingers off with his blade.
Is it like a real dark green though?
I think so. It's obviously green, and here's a useless one.
Just spinning his head.
Yep. It's like, well, what do you do? Oh, I have a blade for a hand and a hook. Oh, what about you? I have a drill for a head. What about you? My head spins.
Yeah. Yeah, each one of them have a badass power except him.
Yeah, like I stand around. I'm the water boy.
Basically, he's like a cheerleader.
Yeah, he is. He really is. I mean, it would have been one thing maybe if you'd made him like the leader.
Yeah.
Like he was directing all the other ones. Like he was like the brains of the operation or something.
Yo, the movie Tourist Trap, is that...
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. It's in my to-watch pile.
Yeah.
Is it a real good movie, or...
It's pretty decent.
Is it... I heard it's actually pretty eerie.
It is. It's been quite a while since I've seen it, but I remember thinking, it's one of those ones. Let's put it this way: I bought the Blu-ray, and I'm not disappointed that I bought the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I paid full price for the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, like the cover,
So-
I like, and with the look, I like the picture on the back.
Yeah,
Like, the thing looks creepy with the mask, and I heard for Full Moon, it actually is pretty eerie.
yeah, yeah. It's a pretty decent flick, you know. Uh, yeah.
Dude, we're gonna have to... Do you have a... Oh, I don't think you bought Meridian.
I have like a DVD copy of it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy, like, the girl, Sherilyn Fenn.
yeah,
It's crazy that got her tattooed.
yeah.
And I think she gets, like, full frontal naked in that movie.
Yep.
You know, I looked it up. There's actually a movie called Full Moon Junction or Two Moon Junction.
Yeah.
One of those, it's either Two Moon or Full Moon. And it's like you ever heard of a movie called like 9.5 Weeks? And it had
Yeah.
like Mickey Rourke,
Mickey Rourke, yeah, and it was like
like an erotic
essentially,
kind of
yeah.
thriller. It's
Yeah.
like that, and Sherilyn Fenn's like the main girl in it. Supposedly it's just like that. Like, it's essentially like a softcore kind of thriller.
Yeah.
But dude, it's worth full price just, because she's naked
Yeah.
like 80% of it.
Well, there you go. That's reason enough.
It is nothing but white. They're wearing nothing but what? Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks, the way he walked out behind that column was pretty creepy, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have to run over and fuck him up.
Yeah. Just like running jump kick to the head.
What the hell? Where, like the Pancake Kid in Cabin Fever?
Yeah. Yeah. I hated that kid.
Just because he made the movie goofy as hell.
Yeah, I still think he's the cause of everything. That's my theory, that he's actually the cause of everything.
Did you hear they're actually making a movie just about that kid?
Hell no.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank God. Because honestly though, it's the kind of stupid crap that Hollywood does.
Yeah. Would you laugh if that was Eli Roth's next movie?
Yes, I would.
From Death Wish to that, his career
Yeah.
would definitely be over.
Well, I tell you what, I was looking in Walmart today in the bargain bin, and they had some movie that's like Eli Roth's greatest film, and I've never even heard of the damn thing. It's something with who was in it? Keanu Reeves was in it.
Oh yeah, Knock Knock.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, did he direct it? Yeah,
It's,
he did direct. He did direct it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting it forward like he did, even
Yeah,
if he
he
didn't.
did direct it. I think it's like a. You ever seen the movie Hard Candy?
Yeah,
It's kind of like that. Like, I think Keanu Reeves is like a promiscuous dude, and these two girls come knocking at his door, and he invites them in, and they basically like tie him up and torture him.
it's weird because like I saw that and I'm like normally I would know of a new Eli Roth movie.
Yeah, that
You know,
was
I
it
would-
was
I
a
would have
straight to video
heard-
one.
Yeah.
I mean, were you impressed with? Oh, that's creepy too, dude. The
Yeah.
video one.
Yeah, hello. You're just kind of like, I've been having a good look down here.
dude. But were you like a big fan of Green Inferno or no?
See, Green Inferno, I really liked in the theater.
Yo, oh
In
yeah, I
fact,
think you told
I
me this. Yeah.
loved it in the theater. I saw it on Blu-ray, and it looks better on Blu-ray, but I didn't enjoy it as much.
Wow.
It's really weird. I mean,
I wish I could have seen it in theaters.
it was interesting in theaters,
You
you
think it
know,
was just the fact you were seeing a cannibal movie on the big
in
screen?
theater. Yeah, probably.
I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the sort of thing. Essentially, because I mean, let's be honest, it's Cannibal Ferox.
Oh yeah.
It's almost a direct remake of Cannibal Ferox.
Yeah, you like them CGI ants though?
Yeah, that's
I,
one of those things. I mean, for someone like Eli Roth who, you know, focuses more on like old school horror and everything, you should have just left that off
yeah.
or made something with real ants somehow. I don't know, you know. You don't mess around with CG unless you do it right.
Yeah, he should know better than that. Dude,
Yeah,
Eli Roth has been really letting me down though. Like he fucked Death Wish up. Like, dude, I love the Death Wish series, dude, and his
yeah,
version was awful.
yeah. I mean, I did not hear good things about it.
You haven't even seen it yet, have you?
No.
Dude, I want you.
Honestly,
You got to see it just to see it, dude.
I think I'll probably wait till it comes on Netflix
Yeah, dude, it's bad, man.
and then watch it. I mean, see, I could have understood if you know, if he had like an unrated cut of it,
Yeah, there's only one brutal scene
you
in
know?
it. It's basically just like a watered down, just by numbers. Dude, everyone was phoning it in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just bad, man. And
Yeah.
dude, his next movie looks kind
Hmm.
of weird, but I think it's like a more kid-oriented movie, like
Really?
House with the Walls and the Clock or whatever.
Oh, House of Clocks in the Walls or whatever. Yeah, that's an odd choice.
Yeah, dude, I don't even. Is it a horror movie? Because I know Jack Black's in it.
I think it's like I think it's like a teen movie.
Yeah, dude, I want to see
At
it.
least that's the feeling I get, you know?
Yeah, that's what like the poster and stuff made me think. Dude, you know what I read about it though that makes me want to see it in theaters?
Well,
If you see it in IMAX, do you have
yeah.
IMAX near you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see it in IMAX before that movie plays,
Yeah.
the John Landis or whoever
Hmm.
remastered the Thriller music video in
Oh, wow.
IMAX 3D.
Okay, that would probably be worth it
Worth it, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
alone.
And I guess
Yeah.
they redid all the sound to be like complete surround sound. So like
That's
when you're
pretty
in the
cool.
theater, it's just completely the sound effects will immerse you. And I guess they spent like a long time on the 3D, and supposedly it's worth it, the ticket price alone for that.
That's cool.
So I may go just to see that Thriller,
Yeah.
and then check out the new Eli Roth just to see if it's any good.
Yeah. It's just as like an afterthought. It's like, okay.
But dude, that's actually a bad sign though, that they got to put a remastered Thriller 3D video.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. The thing is, like, the thing what I've found with Eli Roth is he,
he used to
he,
have such a promising career.
yeah, but I think the thing is he wasn't talented enough to really do it justice. You know
What
what
are
I
you
mean?
talking about?
Like he did Hostel,
But that's
which
a
kicked ass,
classic, dude.
and he did Hostel 2, which kicked ass,
Yeah.
but then pretty much everything else has been almost like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, give us something a bit new.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, I don't know, maybe like it's like he
I can
shot his
respect,
wad too early or something, you know?
yeah, oh, definitely. He made his best films early. Like, pretty much like how what Rob Zombie's doing right now.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll
yeah,
see with Three from Hell, but
yeah. My hopes are high for that.
oh yeah.
I mean, I certainly I hope it's good, because I dig Rob Zombie as a director.
Yeah. I gotta rewatch House of Salem.
Lords of Salem, you mean?
Lords of Salem, yeah.
That I think is probably one of his best movies, honestly.
Yeah, I just love the atmosphere of it.
I just
Was
love how
House of
like,
Salem a Wild Eye flick?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent wildlife flick.
Yeah, I think I have it. There's still like six I gotta watch that I'm just putting off.
Yeah, House of Salem's pretty good. I still have to get into the latest batch that they sent me, because they've sent me some good looking stuff actually.
Oh, did you get the new box yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got what's in it? Alabama Sasquatch. That
Oh
looks
yeah,
kind.
oh yeah,
That
you
looks
did. You
kind of
got the
good.
gore face killer too, right?
Yeah,
It
that
was
makes me
originally the
laugh.
cock face killer.
I know. It even says on the back, it's like, yeah, they wouldn't let us call it by its proper name, but it's the cockface killer.
Yeah,
They say it
isn't there
on the
like
back.
two? Isn't it a trilogy?
Yeah, yeah, and I think they've actually got the rights to the other two as well.
Yeah. Did they send you Doll Syndrome and what the hell was the other one? See, I already forgot what the other one was.
Yeah, no, they sent me two from the Extreme
Yeah, which ones were they?
line, Alabama Sasquatch and Goreface Killer.
Okay.
Yeah, they also sent me the Disco Exorcist. So
Yeah, that's the one that I wanted to see out of all of them.
yeah, I've actually heard it's pretty good, but
Yeah, me
we'll
too.
we're getting a bit off topic, but
Yeah,
that's
man.
okay. Well, I mean, what can you really say? I mean,
Yeah. I
there's
mean,
nothing really happening.
yeah, we'll have more to say with all the other ones. This one is just a boring movie,
Yeah,
man.
it
It
is.
almost it's shocking how they were able to even make a sequel off this. Like, this enough people rented this movie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like people were actually like word of mouth.
yeah.
You think it was word of mouth, or you think it was just people renting it based off the cover?
I think it's probably people based off the cover, and probably people thinking, like, well, saying, it has like these neat puppet effects.
Yeah, but there's so like little screen time of them.
Yeah, that was one thing I did like though. That scene just there where he threw down Jester,
Yeah,
and the reaction from Blade and Pinhead
yeah, like oh
and
he
and
didn't.
Tunneler is kind of like, oh yeah, like you done screwed up now. Yeah, and you see it's still spinning.
Yeah, see, Teller's my favorite man. He just looks badass.
He does. I never really got what this guy's deal was.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's like, oh my god! It's like, and he's like, yeah, I'll mess you up. It's like, what?
he's like Chuck Norris.
I know. It's like they say, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, the world moves and he stays where he
Yeah,
is.
like Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
man.
that's like Chuck Norris makes Happy Meals sad.
Oh man.
Dude, those
I
were my
always find that
favorite
really
jokes
funny.
back in the day. Were Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh, they were awesome. They really were.
I used to know a ton, dude, but I forgot pretty much all of them.
Have you ever seen that video? There's a video where they actually have Chuck Norris
Reading them.
reading his,
Yeah, his most
his
famous ones.
jokes. Yeah, and it's pretty funny. What I wonder is this now, like at this point,
Oh yeah,
have
and the
they?
boogeyman looks under his bed for Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
Or looks in the closet for Chuck. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
good one.
that's good. What I always wonder here is like this: do you suppose the puppets at this point have actually 100% now turned on the guy? And if so, how come they haven't
Killed
taken
him
him
yet?
apart? Yeah,
Yeah, they all gang up on him.
why'd they give him a chance to get up?
They gotta make the movie feature length.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, an hour and 17 minutes might be a bit short.
Yeah, is that how long this is?
Well, that's what we're on right now, so,
Yeah.
and
Well,
full
but the
running
thing is,
time.
most full moon movies are usually only like an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is 83 minutes.
Yeah, this was like this was one of full moon's first. Was this full moon's first?
I think this actually might have been considered an Empire film.
Nah, I don't
Or,
think so.
well, I know they didn't have the video zone
Yeah, I think this may
yet,
have been full moon's first.
Yeah. It
Because
was
I
it
know
was it was
Trancers
probably
1 was an Empire film, but
yeah. I think maybe it might have just been right on the switch over.
yeah.
I get the idea. Maybe they started this and then formed Full Moon.
Yeah.
You know. Uh,
You know, the more I watch this film, the more I actually like Pinhead, though.
I was always like, "Hello." Like, don't even think about it, you. He's like, I'm gonna get you.
And what
He's
you
like,
said,
nope.
you're not a huge fan of Pinhead?
Yeah. I always just find like he's like there. Like, what's the threat? You've pulled his head off. Now all you just need to do is yank his arms off, and
Yeah, they always, like,
and you're
look away.
set.
They just throw him and look away.
Yeah.
He'll always
That
be the
is
greatest, though. That's
brutal.
fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Right in the calf. Like, that was even amazing effects.
Yeah.
Like, that actually looked like it hurt.
I just wish he'd had blood on his head when he pulled him out.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. There was no gore.
Yeah. I wonder again if maybe that was something. Well, then again, there was no blood on. Really, he doesn't bleed, does he?
No.
I
Of course,
mean, and
dude, your leg would be pouring out blood
yeah.
with a hole that big.
And here's the part with the green blood coming up. Yeah, and it was to stop it getting an X rating. It's like, who the hell would give
Yeah,
this
that's
an X
crazy.
rating?
I mean, dude, if it wasn't for the nudity, this would be PG-13 easily.
Easily.
I like the way that looks, them grabbing for him.
Yeah. Except for Pinhead there. That's kind of looks like he's doing the wave or something.
Yeah, he was kind of just waving his arms, just like
Yeah.
aimlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever noticed the green
Yeah.
blood.
There, you see?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said
that's
because
crazy they did that.
it would have given it like
What in the world? Yeah, that doesn't even
yeah.
make any sense.
I was like, now you're staying right here. Like you could totally just pull his head off again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy they did that. Do you think maybe, though, it was like he had that reanimator fluid in him?
I think that's what they ended up making it as.
Yeah.
Because of course the reanimation fluid doesn't even show up in this one.
No, not till
It isn't
part
until
2.
part 2. So I think probably they thought,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
yeah, the way that it shows the skin just kind of like starting to rip and everything, and
Oh, yeah. But you gotta admit that was a real drill, dude. It'd be a lot more brutal than that.
oh, definitely. See, I like that,
Be
and
fast
that,
as the blade.
yeah, the idea that he can like, oh,
Yeah, that's hardcore.
yeah. Though I don't think swallowing leeches would kill you.
I don't know. It wouldn't kill you, but it would probably
It
do
wouldn't. It
something.
wouldn't be pleasant by
Yeah.
any stretch of the imagination.
It may mess up your insides. I mean, it may latch onto your, like, intestines or something.
I would assume like if you like swallowed it, it would go into your stomach and get digested.
Like, the acid would fuck it up.
Yeah. I mean, it might do some damage on the way down, but
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, he is like already dead or whatever, right?
Yeah, he's got bigger things to worry about, like the drill in the side of his head.
Yeah. I just love that, like the Blade just shaking his head, like like you're a disappointment.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how, like, those little blades popping out of his sockets add that much expression?
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Just snapped his neck.
Yeah.
Dude, if he's strong enough to just knock people out, like, he should
Yeah.
have been able to snap his neck, like, 5
Right
minutes
away.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been any hesitation.
Like, they had to go through all that. Like, the dude had to detach his arm and puke up a slug when they could have just snapped his neck from the get-go.
Yeah. All I can think is they all wanted a piece of him.
Yeah, and it makes it more entertaining.
Yeah. I gotta love this. It's like You go to your shrink afterwards, like we have PTSD. Well, what did you see? I saw puppets
And then it
vomit
ends with them
in.
getting locked up in an insane asylum.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the sort of thing that would be the most realistic thing that would happen.
Oh yeah, the puppets would go hiding and they'd get framed for the murders.
Yeah, I mean that's what would probably happen.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm excitable, but you're down to do part two tomorrow, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I'm excited to see that one again and the Blu-ray for the first time.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
it,
been
it
years since I've seen it.
yeah it looks better than this.
Thank God.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have to think every one of them looks better than this.
yeah, I think this was one of Full Moon's first Blu-rays. 2010. Yeah, so it was probably
This and Axis Rising were the first two.
yeah.
'Cause they
So
released them the same day.
yeah, so they probably
Now I'm sure
excuse
the
me.
Axis movies are will look real good because I think they were filmed on HD cameras to begin with.
Yeah, this is the part that like kind of weirds me out,
What?
where like the dog comes alive.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of like weird. Does this disc have a commentary?
I don't
Like, you
think
got the
so.
case in front of you?
Yeah, special introduction promo for that. No strings attached. Original making of. No.
Oh.
Well, then again, yeah, I remember the director said was never invited back to do a commentary or anything.
Yeah, I would have loved to if there was a commentary on here, just to
Yeah.
learn like some of this stuff. That's like, what the hell?
Yeah, like why is the
You know, like,
dog?
what the hell was the point of that,
Yeah.
dude? And you know what? I'm stoked at, like on your retro disc. Does it have
Hmm.
the commentary by Greg Sestero?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait to hear that commentary.
Yeah.
Like The Room, bro. Like, dude, I gotta hear this dude's commentary.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I'm pretty sure all like the standard Blu-ray releases are the same as what you have in the box.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same
Except
ones you got, just different
except
covers.
yeah, you have kind of like those cooler matching covers.
Yeah,
Mine kind of don't.
yeah. To be honest though, I like the way the spines look on the originals. Actually, they're more colorful. Like
Yeah.
mine, they all match, but they're kind of gray.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's the sort of thing. I mean, I wish they all matched a bit more,
Yeah,
but they're still pretty good.
yeah, man. But
Yeah, so
we're gonna
there
end
we
it here.
go.
This was our commentary for Puppet Master 1.
Yep.
You know, it wasn't the most fun, but it's not the most fun movie. You know what I mean?
No,
So it's like
no,
we didn't really have a whole lot to work with, but tomorrow will
not
definitely
really.
be a lot better because it's a lot more fun movie.
Definitely.
And it'll be my first time at least watching the Blu-ray, so I'll be commenting on the transfer.
Yep.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. This was Corey's Crypt.
This is BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.